Good morning. It's Saturday, December 10th. Beautiful, crisp 40 degrees morning, and we are on our way down to Mount Vernon.
That's right, the home of our first president, George Washington. That's right, we actually know our presidents. But this is a special road trip report.
Very special.
Because we've got two special
Not
guests.
just one.
Two, buy one, get one free. And they are the Thompson sisters.
Hi.
Jana and Marielle are joining us because they love architecture and history as much as we do. And so they, of course, love Mount Vernon. And so I think we're very excited to see what they notice in our tour of the property.
Exactly. And so we're going to go down, take a look around. We'll keep you updated as to what we find, what we explore, all the joys of Mount Vernon, George Washington's home.
Yeah. Anything you guys are looking forward to?
Seeing where George Washington lives. We're excited. Yep, more to come.
Good. All right. Stay with us. Hello!
Hello, over there!
Okay.
We made it!
To Mount Vernon.
We're here, and we
You
are...
didn't get it from the rest of us. Here's Jason to welcome you to Mount Vernon.
Anyway, we're very excited to take a tour. We have our Groupon tickets, which we're excited to save some money.
Woo!
It's normally $15. We got them for $7.
Woohoo! Over half off.
Yeah, it's
You
like...
do the math.
Yeah. And let us know what you come up with.
Not that quick on our toes. Question for you though. Is obtrusive a word? There is a obtrusive statue in the middle of the road that we nearly missed, nearly hit.
Yes,
We did miss it.
We didn't hit it at all.
The controversy was over intrusive or obtrusive.
Intrusive. We know that intrusive reflects intruder, but what does obtrusive reflect?
That is the question.
Obtrusive?
So as you ponder this, we're going to take off and get our tickets and go walk around.
Yeah, let us know what you come up with.
Or not, because no one's going to watch this.
Next step.
We made it, and we're here with our friend George Washington.
And now it's time for another session of tough questions with the presidents. This is George Washington. Listen, George, we've got some very serious things to talk to you about. One is, how do you feel about the direction of the country since your presidency? It seems to have been an increased dependence on the government for subsidies.
Big government now.
Oh yeah, you were.
You wanted to keep it small. What do you think?
Yeah, no answers, huh? Well, we are determined to get answers here, and so we'll keep asking. You keep sending your questions, and we'll get answers out of this guy.
Yes, we will.
Hey folks, we're here at Mount Vernon. You can see it behind us. It's a view of the facade, which you're all very familiar with. It is very cold and windy all of a sudden. Will is not surviving.
I'm not. I'm having a wonderful time, but it's very cold. So we just got out of the video. There's an introductory, I think it was 18 minutes or something, and they had brutal fight scenes of George Washington
Attacking and
fending
chopping
from
and
the Indians.
killing, and it was scary.
That's where Jana got her moccasins from.
Terrifying.
She jumped into the scene, killed an Indian, took the moccasins.
This is where George Washington established himself as a leader, politically and militarily.
In the film.
He was very brave.
Of course. And so we've learned a few details of his presidency and the time preceding it, but we'll tell you those later.
All right, I think we gotta go stand in line because we've got our tickets to go in. So
Yeah, we're gonna go take a tour of the mansion, so come with us.
come along.
Yay.
Hey, hopefully we're all in the shot.
What's that big circular thing in the middle? Is that like the mini swimming pool?
Yeah, the jacuzzi for the slaves.
Wishing well.
It's the wishing well.
Hello, here we are in the garden with my little trail of ducklings behind me.
Cheep, cheep.
This is the upper herb garden, is that right?
No, this is a lower herb garden.
The
The upper
lower herb
garden
garden.
has the flowers
And a wishing well.
and
Yes, that looks like a
quite
jacuzzi.
possibly a wishing well, or that's where they bathe the grapes. That's what I'm told.
Tread the grapes to make wine.
Exactly. And actually George Washington was known for his whiskey.
Yeah, at one point was the largest distiller in the United States.
Tell us about it, Jason.
He distilled whiskey.
A lot of it.
More than anyone else.
Most ever.
It's still open, but no free samples.
Ah, no free samples.
Thank
yeah.
you, Pat Sajak,
Pat
for
Sajak.
ending the tradition of free samples.
Yes.
Probably had too many. Then went back to Wheel of Fortune.
So here we are enjoying the gardens, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
Hello, here we are at Mount Vernon. We've just completed our tour, and we've meandered down
Can
the
we
hill
start over?
towards the
Yeah,
Potomac.
We
not
weren't going to
ready.
do the introduction.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. And also, we'll just launch into whatever we're gonna say.
We've just completed our tour of Mount
Hi,
Vernon.
welcome to Mount Vernon.
We've just completed our tour of Mount Vernon,
The mansion.
and we are now here down by the sandy beaches of the Potomac River,
Beautiful, still water.
a mere walking distance from the mansion itself and George Washington's tomb.
That's right.
Some of the things that we enjoyed about the Georgian architecture of Mount Vernon is the exterior, which is not, in fact, stone. It is yellow pine.
Coated in paint that's been mixed with sand. A fine sandstone that's been ground up, and so it used to be white. The first time he painted it was white, but then over time he used a more sandstone colored sand, and so it became more of a beige.
Yeah, so I guess the color of the sand that they fling at the stone actually has an impact on the color. So it's actually shockingly uncrisp. But that is
But it's warm and
historically
inviting.
accurate. Well, a lot of these historic homes, they pick a date that they're going to preserve to, and 1799 is the date that they've picked. So, anyway,
And also today they had the third floor open to the public, which is only for a few weeks of the year. And so we were able to see some of the other bedrooms and also storage rooms and the upper windows.
very exciting. We were just below the cupola. I was sorely tempted to climb up, but I
We
restrained
resisted.
myself.
Yeah. And does anyone know George Washington's favorite color? Green!
Green!
It was green. He's got a lot of green inside.
And how do we know
A
that,
lot
Mariel?
of green. Bright green dining room.
Yeah.
Very, very bright green. Green everywhere. Green walls, green trim, and part of the ceiling.
So if you like green or you're part of the green movement, come visit Mount Vernon.
Lots of green.
Mariel, why don't you tell our folks at home what his prized possession was that we saw in the entryway?
In French, please.
A...
Also,
A key, a very large key, given by Lafont, right, to George, Lafayette, to George, to the Bastille.
a key to the Bastille. Very, very exciting.
His most prized possession, we are
Yes.
told. And it was a symbol of freedom, and he gave it to the father of freedom.
George Washington.
Yep. Well, more updates to come. We're going to walk around his tomb and bid our final farewell.
See you then.
Well, that does it for a wonderful road trip to Mount Vernon.
Yep, that's the end of the road for this road trip.
And we'd like to thank specifically Jana and Mariel for joining us.
Been a pleasure.
An honor to be here. It really has. We had a lot of fun today. We hope you guys learned some stuff about all the architecture we looked at. And a wonderful
Absolutely.
man. Adjectives used such as dignified,
Loyal.
Patriotic.
patriotic were used
Just.
for this wonderful man. Yes.
I just kept wondering, just what? Just what?
We have yet to figure out that.
Yeah. We're all ignorant.
Just something. I don't know.
So, once again, always good to have you. Thank you, ladies. We'll see you next time.